In this question, a very important point to be noted is, before doing this question, I would like that this concept is crystal clear to you, that suppose you have two slightly different questions. One question is, suppose we have to arrange n persons around a circular table. Number of ways of arranging n persons around a circular table is n minus 1 factorial. Suppose there are n different chairs around a circular table. In this case, number of ways in which I can make n persons sit on chairs is n factorial, not n minus 1 factorial. If chairs are not there, number of ways is n minus 1 factorial. If different chairs are there, then number of ways is n factorial. To understand the reason behind this difference, suppose we have 3 persons and we have to make them sit around a circle. You know that the number of ways is 3 minus 1 factorial. I will make the reason of this crystal clear. One way of giving the reason that the number of ways is 3 minus 1 factorial, because we fix the position of one person and remaining 2 persons can be arranged among themselves in 2 factorial ways. This is the simplest case I am taking. I can speak the same thing in slightly different manner, which will give you clear picture of n minus 1 factorial. Suppose we have to make 3 persons sit in a line. Obviously, these are the possible arrangements. Now I speak the same arrangement in circle. Suppose A is here, B is here, and C is here. Second case, A here, B here, and C here. Third case, C here, A here, and B here. These 3 arrangements were different when they were sitting in a line. But when they are sitting around a circle, this arrangement, and this arrangement are not different. They are same arrangement. The reason being, when I am saying that the 3 persons are sitting around a table, means they are sitting in space. Nothing else is visible to me. Only the table and the persons are visible to me. Suppose after looking at this arrangement, I go somewhere and come back. Note that nothing else is visible to me except this table and persons. Suppose I go somewhere and I come back. Then suppose these 3 persons sit in this way. Will I be able to say that they have changed their position? I will not be able to say. Similarly, if they are sitting in this way, then also I will not be able to say that they have changed their position. Now, take these 3 arrangements. These 3 are the arrangements corresponding to these 3 arrangements in a line. When they are sitting in line, these 3 are different arrangements. But if they sit in this way or in this way or in this way, they will be taken as same arrangement. But these 2 are different. Note that these 2 are different. Agreed, in this and in this, all the neighbors of everyone is same. Even then, I will be able to say that these 2 are different arrangements, because when I look at this table, in this situation, A has C towards his right and B towards left. But in this, A has B towards right and C towards left. That is, I will be able to say that they have changed their position. These 2 will be taken as different arrangements. But these 3 arrangements will be again taken as same. That is, as a whole, these 3 arrangements have reduced to only one arrangement. These three arrangements also have reduced to only one arrangement. Number of ways of arranging three persons around a table becomes 3 factorial by 3, that is 2 factorial. Or I say the same thing in a slightly different manner, that I fix the position of one person so that if any other person change their position, then it will be visible to me. And after fixing the position of one person, remaining are two persons. Number of ways of arranging them will be 2 factorial. Similarly, suppose there are 4 persons A, B, C, D. When they are sitting in a line, number of arrangements are 4 factorial. These 4 ways of arranging them in a line reduce to only one arrangement in circle because of the similar reason, as I told you in the case of 3. Hence, because every 4 of linear arrangement are giving rise to only one arrangement in a circle, therefore total number of arrangements will become 4 factorial by 4, that is 3 factorial. I told the proof of this way because this will make many more concepts also clear. And now come back to the question of 3 persons again, but now I will say in a slightly different manner. Now suppose there are 3 chairs around a table named C1, C2 and C3, and I have to make 3 persons sit on these chairs. In that case, all these arrangements are different. These two are different arrangements because in this case on C1 A is sitting, in this case on C1 C is sitting. That is, if I go somewhere and come back, and if they have changed their position in this way, then I will be able to say that they have changed the position because previously A was sitting on C1, now C is sitting on C1. That is, in this case, all these 6 arrangements will be different, even if they are sitting in a circle. That is, don't get confused by the name circle. These are all different arrangements because it is possible for me to differentiate between these two arrangements. That is, number of arrangements will be equal to the number of arrangements in a line. And because if they are sitting in a line, number of arrangements are 3 factorial. In the case of circle also, number of arrangements will be 3 factorial. Similarly, in the case of 4 persons, if we have to make them sit on 4 different chairs around a circle, number of ways will be 4 factorial. It will not be 3 factorial now. That is, in general, I can say if there are n persons and we have to make them sit around a circle on n different chairs, number of ways of arranging them will be n factorial, not n minus 1 factorial. In this question, it is given that 5 persons A, B, C, D and E are seated in a circular arrangement. If each of them is given a hat of one of the 3 colors, red, blue and green, then number of ways of distributing the hats such that the persons seated in adjacent seats get different color hats. It is obvious that we will have to use all the 3 colored hats. Note that in this question, only color of the hat is important. That is, I mean to say, 2 hats of same color will be taken as identical hats. And at the end of this question, for your knowledge, I will be doing that question also, in which I will suppose that the hats of same color are also different. But presently, he is just saying about the color of the hat. Hence, two hats of same color will be taken as identical hats. It is obvious that we'll have to use all the three colored hats, because if I use hats of only two colors, then the given condition will not be able to satisfy. For example, if we use 3R and 2 blue, it is not possible to give the hats to the persons A, B, C, D, E such that the given condition is satisfied. Hence, the only possible case in which the condition gets satisfied is either one red, two blue and two green, or one blue, two red and two green, or one green, two red and two blue. In this case, we can distribute the hats among 5 persons. In this case, to find the number of ways, first we choose one person out of 5 persons to whom I will give the single colored hat. I can choose one person out of 5 persons in 5C1 number of ways. In 5C1, suppose we have given R to A, then these 4 hats can be given to these 4 persons in 2 ways, either B, G, B, G, or G, B, G, B. Hence, total number of ways in which one red and two blue, two green hats can be given to these 5 persons is 5C1 into 2, that is 10 ways. Similarly, 10 more cases will be there in which I give one blue hat and two red, two green hats to these 5 persons is 10 ways. Similarly, 10 more ways are there in which one green and two red, two blue will be distributed among these 5 persons. That is, in total number of ways will become. And as I told you in the very beginning, I will be discussing that case also when the hats of same color are not identical, that is, they are different. In that case, looking at it, suppose I have given the hats in this way: green, blue, green, blue. Then these two green hats can also be arranged among themselves. These two blue hats can also be arranged among themselves. That is, 40 cases will be there when one red and two blue and two green hats are distributed among 5 persons. Similarly, 40 more cases will be there in this case, 40 more cases will be there for this case. Therefore, 40 plus 40 plus 40 equal to 120 cases will be there to satisfy the given condition under the supposition that hats of same color are not identical. Keeping the theory which I told you in the very beginning, that theory in mind, think yourself what will be the answer if persons are not there. Just we have to arrange 5 hats around a circle, all other conditions same. In that case, Number of arrangement will become 120 by 5, that is 24 cases. That is 24 cases will be there. When the persons are not there, we have to arrange these hats around a circle. Other conditions same. Why I have divided by 5? Keeping the theory I told you in the very beginning, that theory in mind, it is not difficult to judge why I have divided by 5, and answer will be 24.